Hi, my name is Evgeny, this is Yulia, and this is Mila.
And this is our van, Patience.
This content is sponsored by Outdoorsy. Through Outdoorsy, you can rent your camper van out to make extra cash, and you can rent a van to try van life before you commit.
This is a 2017 Sprinter van. It's a 144 wheelbase. It's a cargo van, so came with no windows. We installed a window. I got it in the end of 2019 after spending a year solo on the road in my RAV4 with a rooftop tent. I just wanted something bigger and cozier and roomier for my dog and I. And then Evgeny came into our life about 1/3 into the build, and he decided that he'll join us on the road. So this is the sink. I'll show you the setup right now. It has a 14 by 19 stainless steel sink. I got this on Amazon and it came with a cutting board. It's a bamboo cutting board, super handy because it just gives us a lot of storage space, and we use it for cutting, cooking, and sometimes we even put, hot pans on it, so it's super cool. Everything is on a water pump and we have an accumulator, so it's a pretty nice flow of water, almost feels like you're home. We also really like this feature. It allows us to spray and clean really easily, and then if we ever needed to spray something outside, that's an easy thing that just reaches out outside the van and it works just great. We have the soap dispenser right here. The countertop itself is Acacia wood. It's by Hardwood Reflections. I got this at Home Depot, and I think I just used polyurethane that's oil based, and I put like 2 or 3 coats, so it's been pretty good. It's been like 5 months of use and no scratches yet, so I'm pretty happy with it. So this is a gray water setup. It's perfect for us because we don't have to worry about a tank that's outside the van that will get frozen if it gets too cold outside. This is a 5-gallon plastic container I got on Amazon. We just did a sink drain. It goes right in, and every day or every 2 days we have to drain this manually, and we just find a place where we can dump this water. We have a water filter. We actually filter all of our water. We don't have a spigot just for drinking water, and the reason for that is just less hardware, less piping, and also for us, our dog drinks it, we drink it, we cook with it, so it's just, I know it's wasteful, but for us it just was the easiest thing. So this is how we separate the cargo side, the home side from the driving area. We really like having this curtain, and it's insulated as well as blackout, so at night this helps preventing the light from coming in from any of the holes around the window covers. We also have this headliner shelf, which has been, we didn't know if we'll need it, but honestly it's been one of our favorite places. We store all of our bedding here, window covers, and we also have a blanket and some towels there. So this is the second part of that countertop. This one is, I think, about 6 feet, maybe less, I don't remember. And then we have a little wall separator. I love this part, and this is not real tile, this is stick-on tile. I just wanted it to have a corner where we can hang things, just more utilization of the space. So our spice rack, we didn't build this just came from Amazon, and we love it. We have all of our spices here, a little bit of a plant. This is from IKEA. I love this because that's where we make our coffee, so nothing spills and makes a mess. And then our window has those pockets on the bottom where you can get some fresh air, especially when the fan is on. This is really nice. This is the same Acacia, coated in a polyurethane oil based, and we love this area. Good for cooking and lots of space. Upper cabinets is where we have most of our storage, and I really love these. Originally I just made plain plywood doors, and when I put them on I hated them and I felt like something was missing, so we faked wicker. I figured out how to do this, so I actually bought this on fabric.com, and it's just this outdoor fabric that looks like wicker, but it's made for outdoor furniture. And I just basically made the frames and used this fabric and stapled it to the back, and it came out cool, don't you think? I love them. So then this is our upper cabinet storage. We have dishes and pots here. This is our electrical system. It's pretty small, but everything else is here. Is a battery monitor. In a desert, we're getting really good solar. We have 2 light controls. We have our inverter here, and then a heater, which is Esper. Oh, I should also say we have struts. And then in this one, it's just a kitchen pantry. Basically, we have all of our dry foods, canned foods in here. Very little, as you can see, but it lasts about a week or 2. And then in order to like create more lighting, especially at night when we're making dinner, we have under cabinet lighting. That's like on a separate switch from the ceiling lighting. We only have 4 of them, 1 per cabinet, and it's been great because it like sometimes that's all we use for mood lighting or for reading, and it's nice in the evenings. So this is our fridge. It's an isotherm, so it's an 85 liter, I believe. And it's pretty, I mean, it's big enough, and we like that it looks like a house fridge. It has a little freezer compartment. We don't have a lot of stuff here right now because we are taking a trip to Florida. So the van is going to be stationary for a few days. So yeah, it's pretty empty, but usually we do have a lot of food, lots of veggies and drinks in here. And then this drawer is really special. Originally this was supposed to be just the vent area for the fridge, but we really didn't want to waste the space, so we made this drawer, and I got this designed and sent it to Etsy, and they laser cut it for me. So there's a little hook, and that's where all of our spoons, spatulas, scissors, you know, Ziplocs, all the things we use on a daily basis to like prep and cook and, you know, cover things up. So this is the rest of the storage. Up here we keep our induction stove. We originally built the van to only be electrical. We don't have propane here, and that's definitely something I'm still not sure about. I feel like sometimes in the winter or in places that don't have as much sunlight, we do run out of power. We do have this option for cooking, and we love it. Then this is like dog stuff. There's teapot and stuff there. This is like a big drawer where we keep toiletries, electronics, laptops, things like that. And down here, this is where a toilet goes. And this is just a porta potty by Dometic. We only go to pee in that. We don't use it for number 2. How do we feel about that? I like it, but for us it has been great, and maybe one day we'll upgrade to like a composting toilet, but for now this works. And what we love best about it is you can use it as another seat in the house and just put your laptop up here and we work, and we do that all the time. So in order to have more counter space, we added this little extension. It's the same, it's like the last piece that was just left over from the countertop, and we thought why not. So we have this angle hinges, and they just lower very quickly. Makes for additional space to put a cooking top on or just put dishes when we're drying them, so it's pretty nifty. And over here we have another table that we use for outside cooking or for like cocktail hour if we have friends coming over. It's pretty small, but it has about a 15-pound weight capacity, so we can make cocktails, you know, have a teapot here. It's just on a wire. And then this really cool mistake that ended up being an extra storage is because we cut the hole for the shower too big, and then now we have this little box in here where our outside blankets go, so we love it. And so this is our outdoor shower. Just opens up here. It's built specifically for RV, and it has this place for the handle, but we decided to add another one if we ever wanted to put it up higher right there. And it has the hot and the cold water. We have it all plumbed underneath the bench. Can't say we use it a lot, but we're hopeful that one day there'll be an opportunity if we go kayaking to just rinse up. So for our shower, we have a 23-gallon tank, so it's pretty sufficient. It lasts us about 5 to 7 days for 2 people and a dog, and we drink a lot of water. Over here, we have a shoe rack slash like space for more things we can put underneath this cabinet. So we have another outdoor blanket, hiking shoes, an extra dog leash, and then my favorite feature in the van is actually these awesome mosquito nets, because we keep our doors all the time open because we work 9 to 5 during the week, and it's just nice to have the breeze coming in. So these things are so handy, and we didn't pay the full price for them, like the $500 ones. For RVs, these are just Amazon ones for $30 for a house. Welcome to our office slash bedroom. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but first, our ceiling is just pine shiplap, and I have it coated with this like an oil mix. It has a citrus smell to it, and I got it from Heritage. So yeah, we really love a shiplap. And then we have 8 different puck lights in there, which is really helpful because a lot of people told me I don't need 8, but honestly, and they own a dimmer. Honestly, it's been like a really good setup for us. We have a fan that is a max air fan. It doesn't have a remote control, everything is just up here on the top, and it's great because it has that cover so you can use it in the rain if you never had a leak with it, so that's awesome. So this is our table. This is where we spend most of our weekdays. My partner and I kind of sit across each other, and we really like this setup because this table swivels 365 degrees. Right now it's closer to this side, so you can sit on this like and U-shaped couch. If you turn it the other way, it's a little bit further away from that side, and you can, you know, shift here. So it's just really nice for us. We use the lagoon leg to attach the table, and so it comes in like 2 separate parts, and it's just very easy, quick release. So it comes off, and we can put this away because we also use this table as a bed at night. All right, so to get this from the office mode to bedroom mode, all we do is we just disconnect the top. It's very quick. This comes off. This is what it looks like on the end. I'm gonna put this down for a minute, and then we take off this other piece very quick. We mainly put this down when we go to sleep, so it just goes underneath the bed. And then we put this piece between the benches, and we have another one that slides out from the back. And that's how a bed happens, voila! Then we take this piece out, we slide the cushions in, and here we go. This is our bedroom. It's 70 by 70, so it's a queen size bed. And then this is the most beautiful mistake that ever happened. My mom made this cushion so we can have a U-shaped couch, but my partner is 6'2", so this bed is definitely not long enough for him. But check this out. At night, we pull out our toilet. We put this cushion right on top, and it's level, it's flush with the top of the bed, and this extends our bed by 25 inches, and he sleeps in the middle, I sleep on this side, and our dog has a whole side to himself, and everybody's really cozy and happy. I'm gonna share some confessions about our water system right now. You guys see we have 2 ports. This one is no longer in operation. What happened is our bench is only 17 inches high, and the water tank kind of comes all the way to the top, and so this kind of went in just straight from one end to the other into the tank, and every time we were driving the first 3 weeks, the water would just be splashing back. But in reality, we only really use this one, which is you just screw in the hose here. There's never any leaks here, and we just love it. We also have our water release in case we ever get bad water. We're leaving for 10 days to Florida tomorrow, and we're gonna leave the van at the airport, so this is something we'll do before we leave so we don't have any stale water, nasty water staying in the tank. This is a fuse box. We have direct access to the bench through the back of the van, although you can't get to everything. This is like the main panel where we have the breakers and all the fuses, so if you ever need to disconnect something, just come up here and do that. That's just the vent, so we have the inverter being able to cool down when it's on, and also right here we have USBs. We have this marine style ones, and it just has 2 USBs per side. Over here we have a plumbing system. This is just like 2 hinges we got at Home Depot, and they hold the bench up, and it works for us. So that's a plumbing system. We have a 23-gallon tank in here. We have an accumulator and a water pump right here in the beginning. And then again, a fill port, all the hoses that go and connect. We have a water heater, and I have to be honest with you, this is not an appliance we use a lot. It's an AC appliance, and it takes up a lot of power, so we haven't really been using it, and I think we're actually gonna get rid of it. So the reason we went with a U-shaped layout and the benches is because we first of all wanted to host people when they come into our van, and second of all, we thought that this will be a nice opportunity to have some extra storage since we don't have like a garage area, and we use this one pretty much on a daily basis. So this opens up, and we have a Instapot here. I'm just gonna lift the top. We have a vacuum cleaner, we have a shore power plug, an extra extension cord, all of our hosing, a water filter for the outside. So this is our electrical setup, and we didn't do this ourselves fully, but we were present for it. A friend of mine, Jason from Off-Grid Solutions PDX in Portland, is a friend of mine, but he's also an electrician and a van builder, and so he flew into Florida to help us install this, and also he helped us get all the parts. So over here we have 3 batteries. They are lithium ion by Reliant. We have a 2500 watt pure sine wave inverter, which we use for AC power, which is mainly our laptops and our cooking appliances. We have a Sterling Power alternator charger, so we can drive and charge our batteries. And here we just have some of our favorite decorations. We are tracking our entire route and where we're going in this van. So this map I got on GeoJango Maps, and we loved it because what they do is they have all this color-coded national monuments, national parks, like highways, so it makes everything super visible. So that's one. And then the second one is actually on a sliding door, and this one was a gift from my brother, and this is a really special one for us because it's made by a fellow traveler who also has a vehicle that he travels in. It's his Instagram account is done by Alex, and this one has our names on here and the national parks we've been to, and it has all the 62 national parks in the United States mapped out. And these are our closing cabinets. So 2 of mine and my boyfriend's he also has 2, they're here. So we just used this IKEA bins which randomly just fit. We didn't plan this out, it just worked out this way. So I have 2 containers here, and these are like my socks, underwear, bras, things like that. And there's some extra room on top, so we sometimes shove like extra jackets in there. We went from maybe living together for 2 months in Florida before we moved in here to moving in here, and it's definitely been a learning curve. We are working through it all greatly, but it's definitely not the easiest thing, like living with another human in a tiny space, but it's so rewarding. We worked full-time in Florida. We never made time for like sunsets and sunrises, and now we have the opportunity. We just park somewhere overnight and we wake up and we get to enjoy that time together. Thank you for watching our van tour. We are so honored to be a part of this community. You can follow our adventures and connect with us by Instagram at Many Soulful Miles. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and we hope to meet you on the road.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you hadn't noticed, we do sell an ebook for how to convert a van. It has over 190 pages of detailed instructions and diagrams, also 25 video tutorials which are specifically for the ebook buyer. Creating a van for many people is obviously a really intimidating project, but I really believe, and I've seen it time and time and time again, that with the right information, anyone can turn out with a pretty decent van conversion. So check the link in the description, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and drop us a comment if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.